Good morning, class. How are you today? Today is Thursday, May the 7th. Thursday, May the 7th. Good morning. I hope you slept well last night and are up and ready for the day. So, today, even though I didn't add this in the lesson, I'll add it in a little bit. God's World. God's World. We're doing page 34 with an introduction to 35, okay? 34 with the introduction to 35. God's plans for seasons. Did you know that God has a plan for the seasons? Each year has 4 parts. We call them seasons. They are spring, which we are in now, summer, fall, and winter, which in Florida they all pretty much feel like summer, but they are 4 different seasons. And he changes the times and the seasons. Daniel 2:21. Daniel is in the Old Testament. It is a book of prophecy. It's a smaller one. And Daniel 2:21 says he changes the times and the season. God planned something special for each season. We had an introductory to spring, and now we're going to talk about it. What happens in spring? Spring has a time to be born. Ecclesiastes 3:2. There is a time for every season and everything under heaven. There is a time to be born. Ecclesiastes 3:2. Animals build nests in the spring. Baby animals are born. Many flowers bloom. Trees bud with new leaves. The days get warmer and longer. Like I said, in Florida, they're all pretty much hot. So, that is our introduction to spring. Our next is number skills, arithmetic K5. It is page 115. Page 115, lesson 142. It has addition at the top. All of y'all know all those. There's nothing new there. We're covering the same family that we covered yesterday, the 8 family. Now we're going to talk about subtraction. Subtraction. If I have that's not a balloon. 2 balloons. If I have 2 balloons and I take one away, how many is left? 1. That's correct. Good job. If I have 1 balloon and I take 1 away, how many balloons do I have left? 0. That's correct. Now, if I have 3 balloons, 3 wonderful balloons, but I take one of them away, how many balloons do I have left? So, if I have 4 balloons, 4 balloons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 balloons, and I take one away, how many do I have? So that is a visual to help you with arithmetic. It is a new concept, but most of y'all knew it anyway, because I remember the first day that I showed you that in class, y'all all got them right. Y'all were very smart and on top of it, and I'm very proud of you. So that is all for that worksheet. Then in letters and sounds. Letters and sounds, we're going to be doing page 173, 174, and 175. All 3 pages. The first one starts with the squirrel and the blend bank. Remember I said a word bank is where you draw from. You pull from here and put them in the answers. Okay, that's page 173, lesson 142. You're going to finish the words. There are pictures down there, and it has the rest of the word, but it's missing the first letters. So you have to take from the blends bank on the squirrel's acorns and put them in the proper place to form the words. Then fill in the circle under the letter that completes each word. There's only 1 letter missing at those words at the bottom. Just pick the 1 letter that finishes the word. On the back, there we go. Let's see. Yep. Okay. It's got 3 sentences, and it has a picture of Tim. You need to write his short story. He has 3 sentences. You need to use the word bank on the side. Pick one of those words to finish each of the words. Now, this is something I haven't I need you to be able to read. You have to read all the words. Okay, and they're counted as columns. They have to read all 3 words in each column to get the column correct. If you want to video your child saying the words and post it, I'd appreciate it. Or you can just listen very carefully when they read these words. Okay, this is page 175. And they need to read the whole column in order to get it correct, because there's only 5 correct answers and it's per column. So I know they can read these. It's got the blends on it. Okay, in the Think and Learn, we're turning to page 85. Turn to page 85. Okay, turn to page 85. And you are to copy the pictures as closely as possible. See this? You need to draw it here. Okay? You need to be able to follow these and draw them here. If you want to be creative, get an extra piece of paper and draw the same pictures differently. But in these squares, I want to see as close as possible. Okay? All right. I know you can do it. I look forward to seeing your pictures. And in science, remember, we're learning about matter. Can you tell me the 3 states of matter? What forms do matter come in? Can you tell me? The first one is a solid. Its shape cannot be changed. It does not change. It is a solid. That is the first state. The second state is liquid. We have water, Gatorade, Powerade, all kinds of sodas. Those are liquids. They adapt and change the shape to the container that is holding them. What's the third one? Gas. That's right. Gas. Air is a gas. How does a balloon go from this to this? How does it do that? You have to put pressure into the balloon. I was going to show you, but I just dropped it on the floor. I was going to inflate on screen. But you have to put pressure of the gas and force it into this the solid balloon, and it will put pressure equally on all sides, and it'll inflate the balloon. That is a gas. We breathe gas. We think about gas, about liquids that we put into our vehicles to make them run, and we call that gas, but that is actually gasoline, and it is a liquid. It is a volatile liquid, but it's a liquid. Gases are truly things that have no particular physical that we can touch, but it is a matter. It is made up of atoms. So all matter, whether it be a gas or a liquid or a solid, all have different properties or way to describe them. Now air has, all gases escape and put pressure on the solids around them, and that's why we have an atmosphere. The gases are collected inside the atmosphere, and we have an atmosphere because they are collected and kept together, and air has pressure. There is greater pressure at sea level than there is up on high mountains. The air is thinner at the top of the mountains than it is at sea level. So keep that in mind when you are going about your day today, and think about matter. Is it a liquid? Is it a solid? Or is it a gas? And name some of them as you are going around. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy this lesson with science and air. Maybe you can have a balloon at your house and inflate it carefully with parent supervision, because to have an uninflated balloon can be dangerous. Please don't have an uninflated balloon by yourself. Always be with a parent or an adult babysitter, they can be dangerous to have. So make sure that you have your parent with you. Maybe you can inflate a balloon today and see the gas exerting pressure on this solid to make a balloon. Woohoo! Have a good day. I hope everything is wonderful, and I will see you tomorrow, Friday. Woo! All right, let me see your lessons.